One of the biggest proofs that we have that demonstrate that we love the Lord and we walk with Him is serving others. Our passage this morning is going to detail that for us. In fact, take your Bible and get it ready in Matthew chapter number 25, verse number 40. It's in a greater sequence of verses that there's several before it and several after it. And if you're familiar with our passage, it's around our verse for today. You know that Jesus is answering the question, how will the final judgment of all people happen? And really, Jesus describes the sheep and the goats being separated. And even the criteria is given that the sheep are on one side, the goats are on the other side. But what separates them into those two categories or two groups is what they do with their lives in service to others. In fact, let me read the verse to you, and if you're familiar with it, you'll understand what I mean. And it says in verse number 40, it says, "And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it to me, unto me." And so Jesus says, hey, when I was naked, you clothed me. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was in prison, you visited me. And he goes down this list of things, and they're all like, hey, we never saw you that way. Both categories, sheep and goats, both of them describe their circumstances the same way, but Jesus uses one phrase and he flips it for each group. When he's talking about the goats, those people that are the unbelievers, the people that have refused to surrender to the Lord, or those people that claim to be surrendered to the Lord but have never surrendered to the Lord. He says, you spent your life doing your own thing. And when needy people came into your life, you really had no time for them because you were on your way to something else. He said, those would be the goats. And he says to the sheep, this is what, I'm the one you were doing this for and to when you did it to the people that I put in your path that had great need. You helped them with their need. And so Jesus declares that his future followers, or his true followers, will be focused on the needs of others. They will be characterized by leaving their own needs to the Lord. In a busy, hurried, always on the run to the next thing I or my family need or want, or needs or wants, most people run out of time before they run out of things they are pursuing for themselves. So Jesus reveals genuine believers will tailor their lives in such a way that when they see a need, they are ready to reschedule, they're ready to skip whatever they had planned for themselves to meet needs. I know people like this, and I hope I'm one of those people that you know, but I know people like this who they will cancel their plans and make arrangements to help people in need. Even if they can't reschedule, they just lose out on what they were going to do. They would gladly do it. What a testimony that is. How focused are you on meeting the needs of the needy personally? It's not even close to the same as to notice what they need and pray someone else meets that need for them. Everyone who's genuinely saved has been on the receiving end of what Jesus expects from those he's saved. So go out there and see needs and be about meeting them. Serve others, especially those in need. Have a great day.